just before 11:30 a.m. EST, which is just before 12:30 p.m. Brazilian time, and 3:26 UTC for our Euros. What is up, everybody? We're green. I was seeing a lot of doomerism on the timeline yesterday, and then like world is ending doomerism. Worst recession you can imagine is coming.
Did you see Trump was saying talks are going well, and then some Iranian
Yep.
officials said there was no talks,
Yep. Yep.
and then we bumped and dumped from that, and now we're going back up again. So maybe there was talks.
Did you see gold though? Gold really was down like 10% yesterday.
Yeah, bounced. It bounced up 10%.
Yeah, that was insane. So that was ending slowly, and then of course Trump was like, "Actually, we're having these talks, but we're not really, but we could be, and you will never know."
Bro, that's actually an ugly chart.
Disgusting. Yeah. Yeah.
Bull market canceled.
Whoever from Iran said they didn't have talks might be dead tomorrow. So does it even matter?
Bruh.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Yeah. Insane.
See you in
Right back up.
right back up to here. Gold's gonna
Stinky.
fly. Gold's going to 6K. There's nothing you can do to stop it, says my gold bug friends.
Yeah, do you think it's true?
On a long enough timeline.
Are you in?
I have gold that
on the
I'm
train?
not selling. It's my forever shekels.
Yeah, but this is different, right? Like, if you don't have to sell it and you can accumulate assets, it's probably
I sold all my like free gold, my gold that isn't for saving.
yeah.
That was, I don't know. To be honest,
At the
probably
top.
no, probably like around here. What day? Yeah, January. I don't know the exact day, but it was like somewhere in here. In this run up.
If I sell it now for ETH, then I doubled my ETH.
So to be honest, like not that much higher.
Right.
Yeah, somewhere in there. Yeah, but everything's up. Well, I feel like they're just saying whatever they both need to say to appease their people. Their people don't want to hear there's peace talks going on. Our people want to hear that there's, that things are piping down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an insane move. And of course into
Is that better, Jack?
futures open.
Your mic? No.
You sound good.
I hear like background noise, like cars or something. I don't know.
I think that's you. I think it might
Air?
be money or you, because I'm in like
No.
like
I don't know if it's air or like a fan. I don't know.
Still? Hold on, let me mute.
no fan on.
Maybe it's from Marty.
Yeah, I'm in like a closed, very quiet corner room.
It's probably there was just a fucking crane truck. that
Maybe
just
it was
drove
Marty
by.
then, because you.
Oh, it was me. I'll mute when I'm not talking.
Yeah, my bad.
I was like, I'm looking around. I'm like, no fans off. Are any windows open?
No, it's quiet here too. That's why I thought, because you had the problem.
This looks like an absolute shitcoin, though.
What's oil at? I'm not even. What's the ticker for oil again?
You can just type in oil.
Oil India. That's what I got. Petro Vietnam.
Petro Vietnam.
Yeah, that's
We need
my
that
third result.
one day. What do you mean? No, we need that 3
Oil
hours.
India.
We need that 3 hour. Exclusive to TradingView. Velo, if you're watching and you want to compete, you need that secret 3 hour sauce. So this is what you're bullish on right here, Denton.
Yeah. Oil India.
What's your thesis on Oil India?
It was the first result when you type oil.
SEO. Bullish.
I
Oh, SEO.
don't know how they did it, but they did.
Let's see what we got here. Wow, that was days ago. We haven't been on in days though. Did we go over some of these acquisitions that happened on our last stream, Marty? You're muted still, by the way.
Yeah, we didn't go over the acquisitions. I don't think so.
Polymarket acquiring Brahma.
Oh wow.
It's funny because Brahma's a Brazilian beer. That's what's funny. So I'm like, what? They bought a beer company? And then I looked and it was something completely different. Tell us what the regular Brahma is.
Brahma was up. They were running strategy vaults. I'm trying to think how long they were around for. Maybe like 2022-ish, maybe. So maybe like 4 years they've been around. But yeah, they're provided automated strategy vaults. It's a strange acquisition. I'm interested in how they're planning to, if they're just looking for the talent, people that understand how to build on-chain infrastructure, or if there's some type of strategic move they're, trying to make into DeFi. Like, I'm not really sure what the angle is, but
Probably Acquihire, right, by the team.
see, building reliable infrastructure across blockchain networks and traditional finance rails is hard. There are no shortcuts. So, yeah, seems like just an acquihire. How much do they get them for? It was like, let's see if it says. Yeah, it doesn't say.
It doesn't say. Of course, I don't think you have to disclose unless it's over a certain amount of money, and it's like a
Yeah,
lot of like
It's
200 million or something.
No, I think it's like 120 million.
Okay.
I think it's that crazy, but yeah, I mean, it's still a lot of money, but I think it's around there. And then earlier this month, they announced they partnered with Palantir and TWG to develop AI-powered sports integrity platform.
Oh, great! Just what we need, more sports betting.
We had missed that with all the war shit going on.
Oh,
Yeah, a lot
did
of
you
things
see
got swept
there
under the
was,
rug for sure.
There was some poll people posted about what do people consider gambling, and 13% of Americans don't consider slot machines gambling.
Of course not. It's a pastime. It's the American pastime.
Let alone sports betting.
They feel like they're games. They're just
Yeah.
games of chance.
Yeah, it's just a game you pay money to play. That's it. Right?
Yeah, it's just a game that
It's not even about the money. It just visually, it just looks good, cool.
It's
This
Candy
brings up
Crush.
like a
They
really
just like what it looks like.
overall like topic was I've heard it for a long time, but even more recently when I was talking with some friends about, like what they were excited about being built and if there's anything cool they've seen recently and told them about the few apps that like I thought looked kind of cool. And the common like theme in the response is always that there's nothing fun to do right now. And when
Yeah.
you ask them what fun was, it was like, well, food farms and algo stables and like all of the highly degenerate farming,
Tricky games.
yeah, money games. And
Yeah.
that's how I explained it. I said, like to me, what's missing is like everyone knows um, the core like financial kind of like pillars in DeFi, of uh, lending, money markets, perps, spot. Now we're moving into options world where people are starting to value options, but you have these kind of core primitives, and then everything else was like a money game. And now there's not a lot of money games, right? Like the money games were
Yeah. Did
tokens.
you see Gauntlet got exploded or something?
Yeah, I was gonna talk about that next day.
Yeah.
Was it a lot? I thought it was, I thought it wasn't that much. Let me find it on X. I'll pull it up 'cause I was just reading about it earlier today. Right when I woke up, that was when. The old
Gauntlet, like the huge, they're huge, right?
mhm.
Yeah. What was it? USDR or something?
Yep.
How much?
USDR was depegged to like almost nothing and then bounced back to like 0.6 or something. Someone minted like millions of it. And then Gauntlet was affected in some of the vaults. I'm trying to find the number.
Their Gauntlet's core and frontier vaults were the hardest hit with 6.18 million USDC debt against wrap stake USR. So the total exploit on USR was for 25 million, and it was across Morpho, lending markets, and then the protocols.
Jesus.
Let's see. This was from yesterday afternoon. Gauntlet, yeah, as the situation is live, it starts with potentially effective alt users, scores, core. Here, I'm going to pull this up so everyone can see this. This was the Gauntlet Vault, 6.8 million supplied, 100% utilization, so that one was wrecked. They're the largest lenders in the Morpho Blue rep stake to USR, USDC markets, 6.18 million supplied, 100% utilized, zero withdrawals or withdrawable liquidity, and a borrow rate of 18%. Let's see here. That was all their supply share. Prior to the hack, this market had just 4K and wrap staked USR collaterals did. However, the oracle is hard coded and thus never repriced. So wrap stake USR was marked at 113 while trading at 63 cents on secondary markets. People were just arbing out the vault.
It's probably all automated, right? Nobody was click trading that to rinse them for that.
You could have though.
Probably.
Because that's the thing, like it was hard coded, so the ARB just existed there on the vault.
How much was it? 25?
it was total across everywhere. Total for the protocol resolve was 25 mil, but of that 25 mil, 6.18 mil was Gauntlet's supplied capital.
Jesus.
Let's see, these other mofo markets got hit pretty bad. Airstar, another Gauntlet, 137K. There's the bigger ones. Yeah, see, Gauntlet, Seamless, Gauntlet, Extra Buy, Gauntlet, Frontier. Yeah, I mean, curators underwrite risk on behalf of depositors, routing USDC into a market collateralized by a single asset with a single key mint function is a risk decision. The contagion extended beyond Morpho, Fluid, Instadap, 11 million plus in potential bad debt, with the majority of the impact happening after the exploit itself via arbitrage. Inverse Finance, 340K Dola. Dude, I feel so bad for Inverse. Noir is like one of the most base, I think, devs who has built stuff on Ethereum and like EVM chains, and Dola is always getting hit and stuff like this. Pre-exploit signal, notably USR TVL had already collapsed by 75% in the 6 weeks before. Credit system's rapid capital flood is rarely noise, so it's an interesting data point. Root cause, a single EOA with service role. For those listeners who don't know, EOA is just a wallet that someone was using. Had unlimited mint power. Notably, there was no on-chain insurance caps, no collateral ratio enforcement, no Oracle sanity checks, no multi-sig, no proof of reserve Oracle. Kill chain just shows how they did it. Fund flow, 8 million USR, perhaps fake USR, dump on DEX at 50 cents to 88 cents. USDC, ETH, USWP4, and MetaMask swaps. 25 mil extracted, 36 mil USR still held. Is now worth 2 million, and a stacker is still dumping. And that was
Nice.
yesterday, so it's over now. But
So right now what I would want in DeFi is for the fucking yield on USDC to at least be higher than treasury bills right now, because I could literally just go to a brokerage or Coinbase and get higher yield than on DeFi right now.
well, that's how you know you're in a bear market, right?
Yeah,
That's one of the tells is that
like
yield is
you're
higher in trend.
risking everything to get less yield than in the fucking.
Well, yeah, right. That's what Cozy said, right? It's full fucking bear market, right?
Yeah.
That's insane that you can get more in a money market than you can in DeFi. Like that's
so cooked.
So yeah.
Last cycle was when I started paying attention to more of the TradFi correlation and risk to rate like correlation.
Yeah.
And when rates start becoming comparable, you know that it's coming, and once they outpace your on-chain rates, like you just know that you're not in a good market. Like, go do something else for a little bit
Yeah.
if you're looking for yield, you know what I mean, like, or just like for a lot of people in crypto, it's not about where can I get better yield, like in regards to like on-chain or off-chain. It's like, where can I get the best on-chain yield, because my base asset is going to appreciate over time. Like, I have conviction that even though ETH is X price, like it's going to be worth this much in the future. So I would rather accumulate, more free ETH. Like, look at Tom Lee, right? Like, Tom Lee just wants to fucking generate hundreds of millions of dollars a year doing like nothing because of how much ETH he's accumulating.
Yeah, and if it goes to 5K, he's a fucking genius. Right now, he looks like a retard, but if it goes to fucking 10K, he's a genius. If it goes to 5K, he's a genius, right? Like, oh, you generated hundreds of millions of dollars year over year, and you're up, billions at the end of it. Just, I think, shit timing. He basically TWAP the top, right?
Yeah.
Which is shit timing on that, but now you got it. Now who's going to sell for a 40% loss? So now you got him locked in, and yeah, he'll be the sailor of ETH, right?
Yeah, he'll be the Sailor Elite.
Next time it goes to 4K, he will look like a genius.
What if, I'm trying to think of what it was called. Does he have another instrument that he's offering now? It's another ticker that I've seen floating around.
I don't think it's him. I think it's Sailor doing all these crazy offerings.
Let's see if I can find what it was called. I don't know. We'll skip it because I don't want to spend much time searching an old chat. What else?
Well, what about that Cayenne? What about that 0 fees?
And not going down.
Let me pull that shit up, Jamie.
What about not going down, dude? I think this is a big one that a lot of people missed. So Deribit randomly went down, and they never go down, right? They're the truth of source for a lot of DeFi options. And I'm retweeting. It's because of how integrated we are with Blockshoals. So Blockshoals didn't go down, so Cayenne didn't go down, but every other DeFi options protocol uses Deribit as truth of source. So Deribit went down for like a solid 45 minutes to an hour as the market was pumping, that solid 5% in the morning. And every other DeFi options player was down besides us. That's a huge, huge day for sure. Sure, prices were wonky or whatever because, it had moved 5% in literally 5 minutes, but to not be down, everything be tradable, that's huge.
It's a win.
Oh yeah, for sure. Huge one, dude. Seriously huge.
All right, I'm in. There we go. Look at that book. Nice and thick.
Thick Gussie. Yeah, so there's a thing that Cayenne just implemented. So if price moves, new strikes get added like 5 minutes or something. So we update every hour or so, but every 5 minutes you can get new quotes. So you're not sitting there waiting for price to come in, or sorry, quotes to come up on something that's in free fall or something like this.
Essentially keeping people. I've heard complaints from people of like third-party apps who are sourcing liquidity from different option venues about exactly that issue. Like when prices begin to free fall, there's nothing on the books for them. Like everything, it takes forever to catch up.
Yeah, I saw. I took screenshots. I'll send it. I took screenshots of all the other players while we were up. Let me see. I'll send it privately, of course. That was the downloads. There. That was them, and there was us. Dude, it's pretty good, dude. It's pretty. That was when price spiked 5% in literally 2 minutes. Like, that's pretty good. Nothing was offsides. Everything was quoting. Everything was sturdy, strong, and
Nice.
and the other competitor was like zeroed. Like there was, quotes were $5,000 wide or something.
Yeah, I'm seeing. Bro, more than that.
Yeah, $200 mid price, and the best ask was $8,000. Like that's a very extreme scenario, but everybody else went down, and they're down, we're up. And then as soon as I posted that, a lot of people came in and started firing off some trades.
What made them go down?
I don't know. They just went down. They went down for like 45 minutes randomly. Yeah, crazy.
I still love this. This is my favorite part of the exchange.
So that was a solid win, man. Solid win. Good win, big win, the biggest. And that's all because of Block Shoals, all because of Andrew over at Block Shoals. Their stream is separate from Deribit stream, and everybody else just streams Deribit ad spread. And when Deribit's down, then they go down.
No bueno. Yeah, the guys at Block Shoals were a few teams that we had met who thought about a lot of things on the infrastructure side and like pricing of assets that aren't BTC and ETH the way that we were. It was refreshing to meet some other people also thinking of how to price kind of these exotic assets.
Yeah, huge. That's a big win, man. Big win. So that's it. Every day I'm tightening the spreads. Every day a little more liquidity. I think today we're what are we doing? We're bumping up some more access codes so more people can join in.
Yep. We're about to drop well, not more access codes. We're gonna start letting in some people from the wait list who have already signed up.
Perfect.
So we'll be increasing capacity by about 50%. Slowly but surely.
My body's ready.
Oh,
What else we got for today? I'm gonna slam some lunch, I think.
where you been, Cito? I feel like I haven't seen you guys around. Even how you've been up to. Cito and his boy Ali. I don't know if they still call it Exit Liquidity. It's been a while now, but they ran a podcast called Exit Liquidity.
What was the name of the pod? I gotta look it up. Exit liquidity.
Exit Liquidity. Yep. Yeah, they still do. Oh, what? I haven't seen. It's been like a year. Got to get back on that.
Really? It's a while, man. Dude, when are we gonna get some guests for the Eden, man?
Oh, we
People are
did.
missing out.
You know, I
We
just never.
could.
I didn't make it a priority after we started having a full squad. Like when it was just me or just me and like DK randomly, you know, I was grabbing like other people to hop on. But yeah, we can whenever. We start grabbing
Yeah, we just kind of haven't asked.
new protocols. Yeah, it's not been a priority. But Cito, why don't you and Ali come on? You'll be our first guest of 2026. Yeah, we'll have to plan that out next week, or actually, is it this weekend? Yeah, this weekend. We'll there'll be a couple of us in con. If anyone's going to be at ECC, I'm going to announce today.
Is it this weekend?
Yeah, bro.
Oh fuck! Already. Damn. What day? Friday?
I get in Saturday, I think.
A little red eye. A little red eye action.
No, dude, my my flight there is 2 layovers. I got a layover in New York and then in
Should have used my project to get a better flight.
there was no better flight. And then then hear me out, then the way home though is just one. If I lived if I lived in New York, it'd be you know, I wouldn't have to lay over
Are
twice.
you going through Nice?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And yours is the reason why I stop in Paris also, because it was
Oh,
cheaper to fly
nice.
to New York. Well, no matter what, I have to fly to New York. There's no direct flights out of where I'm at. So it was New York to Paris instead of New York to Nice, and that was like $300 cheaper. And then flying directly from Nice back to New York was cheaper than going from Nice to Paris to New York. Is the funny thing.
Nice.
So yes, I did use.
Did you see prices be absolutely wild this week because of this war shit, or it kind of just seemed normal?
Seems normal
Like, was it
when I'm looking around.
excess?
Well, it was already expected. We talked about this like fucking when all this stuff first started. We said they're probably not going to end as fast as they think. Do with that information what you will, but usually global instability and uncertainty leads to, you know, prices not accelerating in the direction that everyone except the bear fags would like.
No, I think the only thing that I've seen that's been fucking crazy is TSA because of the government shutdown. But I'm not seeing like plane price, flight prices. You know, $5,000 for economy. You know, $2,000, $3,000 for economy.
No, I haven't seen anything crazy on like the price side. Even like, I mean, dude, I booked my trip to France pretty last minute, and it was still reasonably cheap.
Typical French. At least the food there is fucking pretty good there. I'll send you some restaurants in Cannes, okay? In Cannes, in Cannes,
Yeah, send me
to go to.
and Canes. If you're ever in Annecy, I can send you some places. So
Oh, nice. Dude, that's where I met Vu. I met Vu in Nice, and then he was like, "Can I get a ride?" Because you know I'm gonna take the train, or I offered to give him a ride to Cannes because he was going from Nice to Cannes for the conference. So we hung out like, you know, two days in Nice before, and then you know had like a nice whatever little drive over to the con.
Yeah.
It's crazy how fast and easy, you meet a lot of people going to these conferences and stuff, and sure, maybe majority of it is people trying to leech or whatever, but you make quite good connections there.
Well, for sure.
Very fun.
I've oftentimes used them as just like proof of humanity on my end, because like,
Unreal.
yeah, most people when they do business with you, they want to put a face to the name and or face to the person. So I don't mind when it's business related, meeting people and telling them who I am and things like that. Um, so they've always served well as those type of things. We actually had a group one time that we were working out like a market maker type agreement with them, and that was one of their requests because we were like a pseudo anon team that they were going to be at this specific conference in overseas, and that someone from the team, like, if we wanted to work with them, had to come and meet them. So I flew out to go meet with them. Like, I had a dinner with them, and then I came home 2 days later. So I mean, you have that happen once, and you realize that, like, there is some, like, there are benefits to uh, pseudo anonymity over full anonymity when you're trying to build things and have people participate.
Fellas, I gotta jump. I'm gonna slam some lunch and then see you guys on Cayenne.
Come across the spread. If you do not have access, if you are not on the wait list, you need a code. Shoot me, Denton, Marty a message. We'll get you on.
If you need an API key, I'll give you the email to get one.
Yeah, that's the other thing. If you're trying to build products on top of Cayenne, please reach out. We'll get you set up with API keys during this.
Is there builder codes? Like if somebody wanted to build a dash, like if they wanted to integrate it into InSilico or something, right? Do they get a kickback?
We do have ref codes, yeah. We were just calling referrals, but yeah, we do have builder codes.
Cool, nice. Give me one. What the fuck?
We need to give you one.
All right, we'll see you Wednesday.
I'll talk to Rob when he gets back from his wedding.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
His wedding. All right, we'll see you.
You found a real girl.
Are we
Anyone who signed on the wait list should have access now to app.kind.blue. If you ever signed in with just your email, you should have access now.
Did they get an email saying that they have access?
Yes.
Nice.
But it might show up in spam, which is not good.
We're on the wait list. If you participated in the beta or in any of the alphas that we had on testnet, and you signed up for early access, check your email or just log on to app.cayenne.blue with the wallet that you had linked at the time. We'll see you back on Wednesday. Enjoy your week. Adios.